Hi everyone, today I'm talking about Tesla and Tesla staying private. Last couple of times I've done Tesla videos on this channel. They have been very popular. I've got a lot of reactions, a lot of views, a lot of likes, a couple of people talking about it. So I thought I'd share my opinion on what is going on with Tesla. If you don't watch my videos before, if this is your first time watching my videos, basically my opinion on Tesla is pretty much neutral. I'm kind of sitting on the fence and being boring. But I really love watching the company. I find it really interesting, and I do like Elon Musk. I'm not I'm not bearish at all. I think they have. I do think they have problems going forward. Bullish. I think it's a great company going forward with the growth side of it that they can reach. And even though Tesla has a history of not hitting them targets, they do eventually get there. And if you look at the growth from only a year ago with the amount of cars they're producing, um, they get in there. They're missing the targets every time. They say they're going to hit like producing this many cars this month, and then it ends up happening like 3 months down the line. Elon Musk does never hit targets, but they do eventually get there, which is one important thing to realise. Now, obviously, Elon Musk is pretty much very Twitter happy, and the tweet that set all this off about going private was from him, which is saying funding secured for going private, which I do believe is going to get into trouble for. There's going to be repercussions of that down the line for sure. You get into trouble for that. That is changing the price of the stock on news that you should not be releasing like that. So I think he's going to get punished for it myself. I'll be very surprised if he gets away, and I'll actually be slightly disappointed because I feel like you can't do something like that. That sort of thing caused people to sell the stock. People that wanted to stay in a public company, they got out. People that wanted to make quick money got into the stock. And basically from there, I was interested to see on Monday when the stock market opened how Tesla reacted to that. You know, you had the side of it, or the people that sold out because they were going public will come back in. The people that got in for the quick money, they're going to get out. And eventually it balanced out quite nicely. I think over the last couple of days it's only been down like 1.5% on both days-ish. Not a massive jump, not talking towards the like 10% mark jump. But yeah, a big news story around that, and then they're going to stay public. And Elon Musk pretty much turned around saying, "Oh, there's so much going on. It's just easy to stay public right now. The investors want to stay public," which I understand. If I was investing in Tesla, I'd be saying I want to stay public. It's not very easy being in a private company for sure. It's a lot easier seeing, getting a lot more of the details of financing when it is a public company. And going forward, these are kind of my thoughts on Tesla. Like I say, I am a neutral, but I think there is positive things and negative things going forward. It's not a company that I plan to invest in the next year. So obviously take that into consideration. But I'll start off with the negative side of it. The negative side of it is that Tesla are wanting to make it into profit this year, especially in this month, which I don't think they're going to do. I think that's a problem. Tesla are aiming to make 10,000 cars by the end of the year, which I don't think they'll do. They struggled to be getting these last few targets, and Elon Musk is just working overtime to get there. They've had to make tents to get the infrastructure to make it to, I think it's 6,000 cars they're trying to hit right now, or 5,000 cars. And they're having tents to try and get to these targets. You can't have a car factory with tents on the side to try and hit these targets. You've got to have a proper production line to be meeting these targets. I think that's one of the problems that they have. I mean, eventually they might hit it just building loads of tents, but it's not ideal at all. Obviously there's the China factory, the funding with the China factory. Elon Musk says he seems to have got the funding, but as we've seen before, Elon Musk funding, I don't know. Everything Elon Musk says I do take with a pinch of salt. It is not always to the truth, shall we say. He says he's got the funding for it. He says that he can do it for cheaper than expected because of the Chinese workforce willing to work for cheaper. We'll see what happens with that. But those are a lot of the concerns that I have. You know, if they have to get extra funding, it is easier now, but we'll see. I think it does have a lot of problems in that sort of area right now. But for the long-term hold, you know, Tesla is continuing to hit these cars. It is upping its revenue very quickly. It is trying to hit profit, which is good. We're not looking at profit in 5 years' time. We're looking at it towards this year, so it's not far away if they are able to hit it, which would be massive if they start hitting profit. The amount of cars that are increasing is really good. Some of the projects that are coming out is excellent, and the demand for them is immense. You know, the amount of cars that are getting traded in, the car types that are getting traded in, like really low range cars for these high end Teslas, it shows how much interest there is in this Tesla. And to say that it's not even marketed properly yet, you know, you don't drive around see a lot of people selling Teslas, and not a lot of Tesla car centres. I can't even remember the proper name for them. And not a lot of like Tesla car centres selling the cars. So they have all that side to increase yet, which will up the sales. So there's that sort of side that you've got to look at as well. And from my point of view, I do think Tesla will definitely be a good company, and be making profit in the future. I just think it has a lot of bumpy road to get there, and it's just, for me, a little bit overvalued on the stock price for what it is, even though it does offer that amount of growth. And it is a very volatile stock, and it's not a stock as a long-term holder that I would enjoy holding. It would stress me out slightly, because at one day I'll be getting up and it would be worth $320, and then I'll get up the next day and it could be down to $280, and it's just not something that I like to invest in. I like to invest in something a little bit calmer. So yeah, I wouldn't enjoy holding Tesla, and that's a couple of reasons why I wouldn't invest in Tesla right now. So guys, just thought I'd share my thoughts on that. I'd like to hear your thoughts on Tesla. I've got loads of good interesting videos coming up over the next couple of days. I'm really stoked to be putting these videos up. So guys, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on them videos.